Hello friends, this is Cold Run, back with Dragon Age Inquisition, where, what's her name? This person is kicking more ass in the tavern. Made up a song about the breach pretty quickly. What instrument is that? What's that called? I don't know. Okay, I could stay here listening all day, but I will not do that. Codex unlocked, I am the one. Sorry, I didn't really introduce anything. Yeah, so we were outside of Haven, or we were in Haven rather. The Inquisition is back, and we're supposed to report to Haven's Chantry to talk about the next steps. And I got sidetracked by literally all the things. Tails. Empress of Fire, so we heard that. Empress of Fire in the Reign of the Lion. Eclipsed in the eye of the Empire we Orlesians. Empress of Fire. We are forever in your graces, Empress of Fire. Save us, everyone. Nation reviles. The course is but run, and end has begun. Empress of Fire, believe in us all. Embrace us with arms and dress us with swords, and light up our hearts with blood so bold. This doesn't feel like the Empress of Fire is the maker. Who's the Empress of Fire? Is it the, like... I guess I don't know a lot about Orlais. I assume that the Divine was the leader of Orlais, but maybe not. Maybe the Empress is their main patron saint or something like that. I don't know. I'm the one who can recount what we've lost. I'm the one who will live on. I've run through the fields of pain and sighs. I have fought to see the other side. I'm the one who can recount what we've lost. I'm the one who will live on. I'm trying to think of what these might mean, or how to interpret some of these. I've run through the fields of pain and sighs. Doesn't have to be, I guess, anything. It doesn't have to be about some lore character. It could just be from the perspective of someone who's seen a lot of shit. Maker, skyfall, darkness rain on thee. Flee from the dragon's heart. Battle scarred eyes. Oh, more. Have you left me here, Temple Sacred Ashes? Yeah, this is I guess, a song from the perspective of someone praying for the Maker to do something in the wake of the breach that destroyed Temple Sacred Ashes, tragic mark upon our land. Yeah, so she has got some serious game. But again, we won't stand here listening all day because we'd be here all day.
Can I get you anything?
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harrit is the Inquisition's smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segrit. His prices aren't too high. Yet.
That's interesting.
Also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
It's interesting because, well, I don't know. Because the saying that the prices aren't that high yet, I wonder if as the game goes on they'll get higher. Read. A Tale of the Frostbacks. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Korth, the mountain father, kept his throne at the peak of Belanos, the mountain at the center of the world from which he could see all corners of the earth and sky. And he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Korth decided, what's this about? This feels like a dwarven, like, legend or something. Korth devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart, taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it. Nice. Operation Horcrux. He sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fiercest mountains the world had ever seen, the Frostbacks, to guard it. But even without his heart, the Mountain Father grew cruel. His chest was filled with bitter mountain winds that shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavor, music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy in deeds of valor. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart, Korth could not be slain. Yeah, this is very Horcrux-like. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods, who would dare challenge Korth. The Lady of the Skies sent the best of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, the strongest flyers, to scour the mountains for the missing heart, and for a year and a day they searched, but sparrow and raven, vulture and eagle, swift and albatross returned to her with nothing. Then the ptarmigan spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart. The other birds laughed. Okay, so the Lady of the Skies is a bird, and the ptarmigan, I guess a ptarmigan is a type of bird. The ptarmigan spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart. The other birds laughed, for the ptarmigan is a tiny bird, too humble to soar, which spends half its time hopping along the ground. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce even for eagles, but the ptarmigan set out anyway. The little bird traveled deep into the Frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled. She hugged the ground and weathered the worst mountain winds, and so made her lonely way to the valley where the heart beat. With all the gods' terrible deeds, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry, so she rolled it, little by little, out of the valley and down a cliff. And when the golden cask struck the earth, it was shattered. The heart was full almost to bursting, and the pain of it roused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Korth neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest, and he was whole again. Then Hakon Winter's breath bound Korth's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice, so could never again escape, and all the remaining gods named the ptarmigan honored above even the loftiest eagles. I almost feel bad for Korth. I mean, he did something terrible, but it's a little bit like when a vampire in Buffy, in the Buffyverse, gets re-ensouled, and all of a sudden the guilt of everything they did comes without the soul comes flooding back. I imagine that was not a pleasant time for Korth. That was from The Ptarmigan, an Avar tale, from Ferelden, Folklore and History by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Okay. I don't know whose lore that is. Maybe it's just local Frostback lore. So we're heading inside.
Does it trouble you?
Yeah, I wonder if the hand hurts. I want to go on. Grrr. It's fine. Stoic. Where did it come from? Confused. Didn't close the breach. The weeping. Oh, didn't close the breach. Not anymore. I'm great. Again, I keep going back and forth on this, but I think I'll play her a little bit more guarded around non-elves, especially around a former prisoner, or former prison guard, but no, I actually don't think I'll do that. I mean, I think she kind of likes Cassandra. I don't think she'll be like that. Where does it come from?
I just wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
So we have to charge up the mark. I don't think my character's much of a fun person. You have an idea?
Clearly you have something in mind.
We do. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven.
You just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
Very well.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Tactfully put, Cassandra.
So a lot of people, not everyone she knows. I don't think she's going to be like, yay, nice to meet you.
Cassandra tells me you have a plan.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
So was, not am.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
The Chantry denounced the Inquisition. Okay. Yeah, that was quick.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Right?
Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The
A lot
remaining
of-
clerics
oh,
have
yeah.
declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
So I don't know if the Herald of Andraste is a character from like mythology, like the prophesied savior, or if it's just like they just think that Andraste was the person they saw behind me, and so they're calling me something new they made up. I think it's probably the first.
How am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste,
I thought it was the divine.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I think we're just going to go there wrong. I don't think that I'm the Herald of Andraste.
I'm no herald of anything, particularly not Andraste.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign. And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
To the Templars.
They may bury us. There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
She's like a
I
rebel.
understand she's a reasonable
Rebel
soul.
nun.
Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters.
Yeah,
You
rebel
will
nun.
find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
So do side
We
quests.
need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Operations. The War Table allows you to apply the power of the Inquisition throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Mother Giselle is in the hinterlands, which can be found on the Ferelden side of the table. Ferelden or Orlais. So, Orlais's card here is a face with two things and a thing?
There's nothing
No,
to
that's
do with fairness.
Oh.
We simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many servants.
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
Oh, that's that's someone listening. I'm overhearing a side conversation. Oh no, the Orlais one is a knight. It looks like a knight with either a super fancy helm or like a bread cutter. I don't know, bread slicer. Ferelden is two lions. No, those aren't lions. Are those some kind of house cat? I don't know. Inquisition perks. Special training for those who have joined the Inquisitor's cause. Endurance forces. Endurance training fit for a soldier. Secrets. Developing keen eyes and an open, inquisitive mind. Connections. Training in the fine arts of persuasion. Inquisition. Improved coordination and infrastructure. So can I pick one? Let's try secrets. So what is this? So this shows Liliana is like the master, right, because she's spy master. Forces is, what's his name? Templar, McTemplar face. Connections is, what's her name? And Inquisition is the book. We put the book in charge. So just as an example, let's see. So secrets, arcane knowledge, detailed study of magic, opens up new dialogue, options related to the Fade or arcane studies, 50% XP for each codex. This is so cool. Okay, so this grants a significant increase in the discovery range of the searching action. This looks really awesome. Yeah, this looks super, and this might affect actually how I play. Wait, grants plus 50% codex XP for each codex entry unlocked. Grants plus 50% XP for each codex entry unlocked. So are these just different flavors of the same thing? 10% discount on goods. 10% chance to receive extra herbs. No, these are, some of them are probably going to cross over, but not a lot. And this all fit, and it's also like flavor stuff. So opens up new dialogue options on top of just an XP boost. This is, okay, I really like this. I'm excited to try this. So what's in, okay, Orlais, known for its culture of extravagant nobility, yet also the birthplace of the Chantry. Orlais is the most powerful human nation in Thedas. Ferelden, Kingdom of Ferelden, Empire of Orlais. I'm looking at the map where it says that. Empire of Orlais, Kingdom of Ferelden. So the Empress of Fire may be the Empress of the Empire. That would make sense. Conquered by Orlais. Oh, Ferelden was conquered by Orlais. I don't know how I didn't know that. Again, I probably knew it and just forgot. Conquered by Orlais, torn by civil war. Or was conquered by Orlais previously. It's not now subservient to Orlais. That I think I knew. Torn by civil war, ravaged by the Fifth Blight. Ferelden is no stranger to hardship. With the Veil weakened, the land is now more turbulent than ever. Okay, this is a fast travel thing. So what happens if I click on Orlais? The Inquisition, War Table. The Inquisition can unlock new areas for you to explore through scouting operations. Perform the scouting operation for the hinterlands on the Ferelden side of the War Table and stop wandering, Coldrun. Okay, how do I go back? Back. Wait, what was that? What was the eyeball? Oh, that's something I can control. Okay. So if I wanted to put the eye right there, I could. There's the deer. There's, let's say the Dalish, maybe. The Arbor Wilds. Monsamard. Okay. Ferelden. There's a bear. Sword, the Free Marches. Is this where, kind of a question for y'all, is this where Kirkwall is? Is Kirkwall north of Ferelden? There's like a little demon or goat horns there. A campsite. Hinterland, south of the Hinterland. So this is where we are. The green, or maybe this is where the breach is. So scout of the Hinterlands cost one. One what? One power. Scout the Hinterlands. Mother Giselle was last seen in the Hinterlands outside Redcliffe, tending refugees who had fled the fighting between renegade Templars and the apostate mages. The latest reports suggest that the vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands. Catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle is vital to protect her and, if possible, restore order to the area. So you got renegade Templars, apostate mages, fighting, catching the refugees, and okay. Forces. So there's different missions for each. If Giselle dies, any hope of the Chantry support dies with her. My scouts, and this is probably Liliana talking then, my scouts will slip past the fighting, find her, and protect her with their lives. Forces not participating, connections not participating. I guess we're power cost 1, and now that spends the power. Okay. So power is like how many forces we have to send out. Wow, this looks pretty rough. Ooh, look at that statue. Ooh, girl, look at that statue. Archer with a raven with a mohawk. Is this Mother Giselle? Maybe. Inquisition scouting reports. Scout the hinterlands. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and we are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we ensure their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen, excuse me, Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. So again, this is Liliana reading the report from her troops that we just saw, I guess. Apostates are mad, everything's chaotic. Okay, Mother Giselle refuses to leave, so we have to protect the refugees or calm them down, or make them safe and secure before we'll get Mother Giselle on our side. And so we have to inquire Master Dennett. Okay. Alright, accept report. How can I do it? Can I not accept the report? No, it looks like I can. That just tells me I'm done. Would you like to gather your party and venture to the hinterlands now? Travel? Venture forth. Oh, that's so cool. That's super cool. What's cool about this is that the cards aren't just generic rogue cards. It's actually a picture of Varric and his flowing chest. And then Cassandra riding on a knight. This is... look how cool this picture is. And then Solus, looking all mystical with a little fire in his hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Confirm. Find you almost at once.
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here.
Oh, fuck off.
That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
Harding in Hightown? I don't get it. I'm sure it's a sex joke. You'd be Harding in Hightown. Harding in Kirkwall. I'm probably being really silly, but I don't get it.
What's the situation out here in the hinterlands?
We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Alright. The threat remains clear. The threat's at the crossroad. Okay. And we have to establish 6 camps. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff. Hold on a second. The Fallow Mire Haven. The Hinterlands, Master of Horses. Oh, dang. Could I have gone? Should I have stayed in Haven and done this stuff? Yeah, ah, dang. I wish I had stayed in Haven. Oh, boo. Haven's blacksmith, crops and decent, have some armor made. Is it too late? Can I leave? I'm gonna try to leave. Nope, can't do that. Change party, how about change location? Can I fast travel? Quest map. Threat remains. Rifts on the outskirts. World map. Haven's best and brightest. I'm going to travel here. Hopefully it won't screw everything up. But I saw I have quests there, and I assume if it's a quest then I'm supposed to clear it before I move on. Apologies to all the people who I'm letting die in the Hinterlands just because I need to get this like armor made. Maybe this isn't even something I'm supposed to do now. Probably not. But you know what? The quest is on our log. It's in the zone we have access to. And so I want to check it out before exploring something new. Alright. Speak with the apothecary. Where's the apothecary? Okay.
We've gotten a new shipment. You'll have what you need.
Okay. Wait, so what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to... Haven's best and brightest. Speak with the apothecary. Alright, first off, have some armor made. Haven's blacksmith can craft some pretty decent armor. Okay, so this is to modify armor. Modify weapons, craft armor. This is what I'm supposed to do. 9 metal, 4 metal. Onyx, Summerstone. Wait, so this is armor, required 9 metal. Okay. I'm trying to remember what each thing does. Armor rating. Okay, oh, there it is. Armor and utility. So armor, 1 gives... I don't know. I'm having a hard time understanding, but I assume it's hard to go wrong. So let's give iron to that. And utility. So if I get utility here, I get strength, constitution. I think I'll go constitution because I'm trying to be tanky. Craft item. Enduring defender's coat. Ooh, trophy, well prepared. Rename. I can rename my... Are you serious? That's really cool. Wow, this is a big responsibility. I don't know. No, this is too much responsibility. I'm just going to accept it for now. Back.
Right.
Alright, so I did that. That sounds good. So what's my reward? Is the reward just like the friends we made along the way, or is there an actual reward? So like with this, can I see... How do I see like what the thing is? I don't know. Alright, Haven's best and brightest. Speak with the apothecary. No, first let's equip this. Yeah, let's... So does this... Is this even better? Yeah, oh yeah, so it gives less attack, but I'm okay with that. I'm not an attacker. Equipped by Alana. Sweet. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Scout armor, light armor, heavy armor, enduring coat. Okay. Defender's coat looked like that. This has like, ooh, that's cool. It has like an actual jacket on the outside of it, like a silver and blue jacket. Sweet. So I did that. Next, speak with the apothecary. Okay, I'm looking at the map. So apothecary is somewhere back that way. Grunts. Investigate. What's that grunting about? I think I already talked to them. Wait, what's this? Wait, so let me just check. Because I spoke with Varric last time. Let me see if this is actually the same dialogue as before.
Need something?
Yeah, tell me about Red Lyrium.
Red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered Red Lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads.
Name Bartrand is familiar.
Tig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and well, everything's gone downhill from there.
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own.
Ooh, fun.
I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
Ah, so I was assuming it was just like radioactive lyrium, but it sounds like it's like of a type that no one's seen really. So that's interesting.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid.
Very Lovecraftian.
Then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
That must have been something from Dragon Age 2, I just don't remember.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the Tig it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Don't blame you. Sounds like Bertram got screwed up by it.
Need something?
Personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Same. Yeah, let's talk about his beloved.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one
Bianca,
of a
right.
kind. I won her from Paragon Smith Bronca in a game of Wicked Grace. She was such a sore loser. Ran off to the Deep Roads in a huff, and that
Wasn't
was the last
Bronca a
anyone
boss in
saw.
Dragon Age Origins? Like a really nasty boss? Wasn't she, in fact, wasn't she the person that was past the Brood Mother? Am I thinking of someone else? I might be thinking of someone else, but I could swear she was the person who was past the Brood Mother, who was like betraying everyone and doing stuff with golems.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
Oh.
And the reason for that is...
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
I'm betting it's not a story you'll never tell.
Are you from Ferelden? Or Ley?
Free Marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman.
A businessman,
My family
okay.
has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild.
Oh, he really is a businessman.
Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
Ferelden's most interesting man.
Thanks, Varric.
Or Thetis is, I guess. Okay, Wow, so that gave me a quest. Primeval red lyrium deposits found.
You were the sky. When there was no earth, you were the earth. When there was nothing, you were everything.
I ship it. Apothecary. Oh, look at those golden birds. Those are beautiful. Find recipes through exploration or by visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. So, okay, this is great, so I don't have to spend, like, skill points on being an apothecary or herbalism or whatever. Use the equip station to assign different potions to each of your party members and to replenish the potions you are carrying. You can replenish those potions. Hold on a second. That is absolutely wild. Visit, okay. Use the upgrade station to unlock permanent upgrades to your potions. This is sounds very useful.
Thank you for hurrying with the potions. We have so many injured.
We'll get them back on their feet, sister. Don't you worry.
Adon. Ooh, read. Patient observations, day 2. Pulse normal, breathing normal, still unresponsive. Whoa! Leveled up to level 4. Nice, I have another point probably. Because we saw some of the patient observations, so this is filling in the gaps. Pulse normal, breathing normal, still unresponsive. Careful drop, feed of prep. Wait, what? Breathing normal, still unresponsive. Careful drop, feed of prep. Elf root extract to hasten her recovery. A lot of thrashing. Mother's about too many eyes. Something about the gray. The gray? What is I talking about the gray for? Black Lotus, Alfred, There's so much here to take in. This is a little bit intimidating, and that's why when I set aside a session for myself, I don't set aside a, like, say I'm going to clear Haven in this session. I say I'm going to spend 30, 40, 50 minutes, however much time I have, exploring and playing the game. So again, this is part of the reason why the game might move a bit slowly, and I do apologize in advance for that, but again, it's kind of how I'm playing, so yeah, I'll try to make descriptions and summaries as honest as possible so you can know when you want to skip stuff. Okay, so how are we doing in these? I have to speak with the apothecary, research, inner circle, seeing red. Varric saw enough red lyrium in Kirkwall for one lifetime. Oh, that's a great picture of Varric. The art in this game is really pretty peerless. And style, I love the style of it and everything, and it mixes it up. This is like almost a comic book style instead of the normal, like medieval art style. Now it's everywhere, and the worst of it sings like the shard that drove his brother mad. Varric would take no small pleasure in destroying those, locate and destroy primeval red lyrium nodes. So I don't know, it doesn't necessarily say where to find it. The inner circle, I wonder if an Inquisition is nothing without an inner circle of power brokers and battle masters. Recruiting talent and strengthening ties with them is all but essential to succeed. So the inner circle are the quests I have from the main characters. Good, so I'll probably have to check in with each of the main characters here to see what they want done, so I can get their story started. The Fallow Mire. Fallow Mire is a sprawling stretch of isolated marshland in southwestern Ferelden. The muggy, treacherous bog was once home to a small fishing community called Fisher's End, which was wiped out by a plague that swept through a few years ago. I don't remember going to the Fallow Mire before, so not that that means anything. Lost souls, Inquisition, their souls, so this seems like a creepy little area. Haven, we'll get to that. Okay, Haven. Even these trying times, good help is not so hard to find. Explore Haven and meet some of the Inquisition's crafting masters. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Huh.
One thing at a
Back
time.
from the dead. Again.
I
recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you can pay me back by fixing the world.
Okay.
Name's Adam. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
You're a big cranky. How about not saying that? It's kind of a dickish thing to say.
How are your people holding up?
No shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
Investigate the crankiness. No, I'm not going to investigate the crankiness. How do we order potions? Do you need any help?
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Okay. Alright.
You're back. And in one piece.
Yeah, we didn't finish talking.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special.
Master
He
Tajin.
died at the conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Okay, so that's a thing I'll have to keep an eye on. Haven's best and brightest. Quest completed. Completed. Oh, right, we can see completed quests. Haven's best and, so what do I get for that? Does it give me experience? Did I not see it if it gave me experience? Upgrade. What did that say? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought it said something. Potions, tonics, grenades. Potions to enhance health or enhance magic, restore health or enhance magic, tonics to enhance resistance or augment combat, thrown vials to chatter and infect an area, so each is its own thing. Generation healing, so if I want to make a healing potion, what do? I need Dawn Lotus. Increased one is Embrium, Prophet's Laurel, so standard crafty stuff. Elfruit and Royal Elfruit. Research. I see. So, at some times, there are definitely going to be times when I'll just farm and do research and stuff, and so I'll try to cut that stuff out so you don't have to watch me doing random things. Tonics, grenades, okay. All sounds interesting. All good. Equip potions. Assign. Potion assignment or replenishment. You can equip or replenish potions for each party member. Healing potions at the top of the radial menu are replenished for free automatically, but all of the potions require herbs for replenishing. So I can, there's one I can, regeneration potion. Use L to select the potion you want the current party member to have assigned in this slot. Press X to confirm. The type and number of herbs needed to replenish the potion appear on the left, so I need one elf fruit for, let's try this, I guess. Sure, why not? To replenish potions, you must have enough herbs of the appropriate type. Okay. Press square to replenish individual potions, or triangle for the entire stack. Let's try the entire stack. We did it. How do I see when I get experience? How do I tell when I'm... Is there an experience bar that I'm not seeing? Or is it just I have to go into the character record and look every time to see how much experience I gained? I don't know, but... We have a point, I think. A point to spend. So do I want... It'll cost you? Any further attacks you melee is going to bleed for it, taking a portion of the damage they inflict. That actually sounds really good. Again, I like passive stuff. Strength and unlock 3. Strength and unlock 3. Yeah, let's do it. Apply. So next here in this quest log, oh, that's not it, is, oh, that was all I needed. I talked to everyone else. He was the only person I hadn't talked to yet. Give me an item to research, passing notes. Yes, so this opened up a quest. Apothecary mentioned that his Master Tegan was working on something. Find the notes. I think that's going to be at the Conclave, probably. Or at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, I guess. I don't really know. Requisition for weapons. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to call it here. So this has been a fun session for me, and I will save it, and I will see you all next time as we continue to quest through Haven. Yep. Bye-bye.